Hi, this is the Standard American Accent Tutorials Part 1. So some tools you might want to have are water and a mirror. A full-length mirror would be great, or at least a mirror close to you where you can watch your mouth. And also these worksheets from 21accents.com. It's a free download on the video tutorials page. Might be helpful to you. You can do it without them, but it just might be helpful. Also, I recommend that you do the warm-up video. It's for free. There are little instructions that'll pop up for you now on that, so you can get to that video, but it will just really help you out. It'll make it so much easier for you to do this work. So if you don't want it to be easier, by all means, don't warm up. But I do, and that's part of why I'm able to do this work. So I fully recommend it. That's why I'm giving it to you for free. So, I'll just assume you've done it every time. And now we'll start with part 1, vowels. I like to start with the schwa, which may be a vowel that you've never heard of, but I like to think of it as kind of the resting place for any accent. Kind of the home note. In British, or in standard British, it's when you're thinking or the, or even if you're saying American, you end up with this Okay, in French, and Okay, in American, it's It's really resonating on the middle of your tongue, kind of in the middle, not up here in British English, and not down here in Scottish, but kind of in the middle. So give me an You'll be repeating as we go. This vowel can actually be represented by any of the vowels, so it's kind of tricky and you have to kind of learn them and pay attention, but the, not that I recommend using it, but if you're thinking, that's a dead giveaway if you do a different schwa than Love. Was. Today. The O in today, it's not today. 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 It also helps to start slowly, and then you can speed it up as you go. So I'll try and mix it up for you as we go, but it's up to you to really pay attention to how quickly you're putting it together and slow it down if you need to. Go back over it many, many times and repeat. That's how we all learn. That's how I do it. Money. Money. Again, it's an O, but it's pronounced Wonder. Wonder. For you. The in for, when I'm emphasizing the you, for you. Word. Forever. Because. Because. Don't worry if you're a little bit overwhelmed, that's a tricky one, but I like to start with it because it's really the home base of this accent. So that's the schwa. The long ah sound, which can be represented, there's basically no difference between AH, AW, ALL, OL, OFF, OUGH. So I've represented them both as the ah and the ah. They're not that different. So ah, ah. Again, a little bit lower of a resonance than ah up here in like Australian or British. Ah, but ah. All. Law. Talk. Car. Party. We'll get into the DT later, but for now just focus on the vowel. Party. Farm. Awesome. It's a very important word these days. Awesome. Awesome. Always. Always. On. On. Stop. Stop. Ought. Ought. Follow. Follow. Offer. Offer. Holiday. 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 So you can repeat in between these. I'm leaving the space for that. I'm also mixing up the pace so that you can do it both ways. You'll notice that I have some easy words in here and some harder words in here. So don't worry if the harder ones are too difficult for you right now. Just try them. And then when you go back, you'll have this for a while. So you can go back and those trickier ones now will become easier for you. The short A, ah. Ah. Watch your mouth in the mirror because it's very far back. That's actually one of the words we have. It's very far back in the mouth. You need to pull the muscles, pull the cheeks back, especially when you're first learning it. Back can get smaller later, but right now while you're trying to get that sound, just go for it. Grass. Have. That. Can. Can. You feel that hard edge to the can. Traffic. Traffic. Answer. Answer. Ask. Pass. Glass. So the difference between glass and glass. Glass, if it's a little too hard, that's a regionalism. So listen carefully, depending on where you're from, that it's just glass. Ant, and I mean A-U-N-T, unless you're on the East Coast. The standard is ant. If you say aunt, we'll know what you mean, but we'll think, oh, aunt, huh? What are we, English? It's kind of silly. I wish I could say aunt and not sound a little bit precocious, but yeah, ant. Banana. Banana. So you notice the schwa in the beginning of banana, ba, even though that's an A. So here we have a word with 3 A's that all sound differently. Banana. Bath. Dance. Dance. Staff. Advantage. Advantage. Here's one where, because we're emphasizing the van, the ad part doesn't get, it's not advantage, advantage. Photograph. Photograph. Good. That's the short A. Now we have the diphthong A. So a diphthong is 2 vowel sounds pronounced together as one. So when we say A, we're going from E to E. A. And it just kind of glides together. And it can be, you'll see on the worksheet, there are a few different ways that it can be spelled. There are probably more ways, but those were the ones I could think of. English is a strange, strange language. Strange, that's a good one. Strange. It's not on your sheet, but it's definitely the diphthong A. Brain. Brain. Game. So you notice it starts kind of big and then it crunches a little bit. Game. Aim. Paper. Paper. Pay. Amy. Thanks. Very important word. Thanks. You'll notice how it gets kind of nasal because of the N. Anks. Yeah, thanks. Parade. Parade. Another one where there are two A's, each with a different sound. So the first one is a schwa, and the second one is a diphthong. Parade. Tomato. Tomato. You'll notice I didn't say tomato. We'll get into the D's and T's in part 2, but just notice it for now. Favorite versus favorite. Looks like it should be 3 syllables, it's pretty much 2. Favorite. Playing. 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 Way. Also W-A-Y. Way. 8. Also A-T-E. 8. Good. That's the diphthong A. Short E. Eh. Eh. Left. Men. Friend. Went. Whenever. So you'll notice in that one there are 3 different E's. The first 2 have an eh, and this third one is a schwa. Whenever. 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 10th. Everybody. Everybody. I told you I'd stick some tricky ones in there. And the O in buddy in this instance is a schwa. That's why I taught it to you first. It crops up all over the place. Everybody. Everybody is to speed. Ready. Ready. Excellent. 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 Careful, you Britons, that you don't truncate it into 2 syllables. Excellent. Excellent. It's definitely 3. So, long E can be spelled these different ways and probably other ways as well. We. This is a very, just imagine taking your cheeks and kind of pulling them to the side. We! And smile. It might help. We. Wee! Good. Even. Even. People. People. Feelings. 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 Kind of turns into a little bit of a diphthong. Eel. Eel, a little bit. So pay attention to that. Feelings. Reason. Reason. Scenic. Read. Also R-E-E-D. Read. Freedom. And the O in freedom is a schwa. Freedom. Events. So now we've got both E's. We've got 2 E's in this word, and they each have a different sound. Events. Event. Events. I put an asterisk next to really and feel because you'll notice I said feel. Because of the L, it kind of has a diphthong effect. Real can sound like 2 syllables. Real. Or really. Can be really. Almost. It can be kind of 2.5. And feel can sound like 2, pardon me, 2 syllables as well. This is why we warm up. If you notice you need to take a little break, have some water, or warm up a little bit more, stretch out your face, just do it. Pause me. I'll stay here. Short I. I. This is a rather high vowel for American. I. So you'll want to lift your zygomatic arches. Those are these smile muscles. Bit. Pick. But it's not very nasal. So it's not bit up here, but just bit. pick. 6. Careful there in New Zealand. It is an I. 6. Lift, which is not an elevator, those of you who would think it is in this country. Which, as in which, but we don't the H. Which. Tip, because we do tip here. Winter. Winter. And is a schwa. See how much fun it is? Dinner. Dinner. Finish. Simple. Stimulating. Stimulating. So I told you I'd put some polysyllabics in there for you. We'll take it slower. Stimulating. Stimulating. Or stimulating. Sometimes U becomes ya. Stimulating, because that's a schwa. You're getting it. Diphthong I. We go from ah to e in this one, which can be a Y, it can be an I, it can be an IGH. Probably other combinations it could be as well. My. My. Again, this is one where you'll use the smile muscles. It kind of pulls it back to the back of your throat. Find. Find. Time. Child. Really 2 syllables there, because we just put a Y and a schwa in there. Child. So it's not child. Child. Childhood. Rice. Wild. Finance. Finance. Ooh, big heavy word. Good. On to the O's. We've got the long O, often a double O or a UE or an EW or an OUGH. It's a potpourri. Room. Room. And this, you really need to bring your lips forward and kind of make a little tube with your tongue in your cheeks so that the sound gets tubular. Room. Bloom, as in a flower. Move. True. True. Watch your lips and watch my lips watch my lips here and yours in the mirror. True. Blue. Through. You. Few. That one's a bit of a diphthong from you. Well, they both are. Through. So don't get too worried, again, if we haven't gotten to the THs yet, we haven't gotten to the Rs yet. Once we do, you'll go back and improve. Good. So the short O, speaking of good, the short double O sound. Very American sound. Give me a It's fun. And this you just have to memorize, because it's not good like room, it's good. Watch the kind of square shape that versus ooh, So just try that. Ooh, Good. Good. Book. Cook. Notice it I make this shape and then it dissolves backward. Whereas room closes down, look opens up. Stood. Wood. Wooden. We'll get to that D in a moment. Look. Good. Diphthong O. O. So this goes from a to oo. O. No. 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 So those are some different speeds. Grow. grow. Overall, overall, over. Phone, very important word these days, phone, O. Home, home. Road, road. These are some very tricky words like home and road, because you have personal memories and resonance from your growing up, from all the years that you've been alive, to these words, so notice them in particular. That it not be road if you're road, or, just really pay attention to those words that you have a strong bond with, because those will be the hardest words for you to change. Okay? Home, road. Golden. Grown. Oh, grown. Grown up. Good. Sometimes I add a little something in there just to see if you're paying attention or if you're buried in your paper. Alright? Diphthong, ow. Ow! That's a good one to learn. I mean, hopefully you don't ever get hurt for the rest of your life. But if you do, and you want to be American when you do it, ow. Ow! Good. How. How. Now. Now. Out. About. Or about. We'll get to consonants later. But I'm just planting these little seeds so that when you do come back for that second, third, and 50th time, you'll notice them having done the consonant work. House. Powder. Shout. Powerful. Good. And we have the UYs. So what that is, the short U, is a schwa. So you can go back to the schwa section if you like. The diphthong U is in usual, kind of tricky. You want to, it really takes your muscles squeezing into that tube again. Usual. 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 You. View. Universe. Or university. 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 Human. Or if you're in New York, human. But for standard, human. Good. That's it for the vowel section. We'll move on to consonants and letter combinations. Thank you.